Now, here's meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Good morning to everybody. We're going to start off with something different this morning. We're going to take you to a live scene from Miami. Of course, much of the South Florida coast awaiting the arrival of Isaac. Isaac right now is a tropical storm. Now, fortunately, Miami will miss the worst of the storm, but it will get some pretty heavy surf, possible actually tornadoes spun off of the side of this storm as it passes on through, and the new track actually takes it a little further to the west. That means better news for parts of Florida, but certainly not out of the woods. As we take you in a little bit closer, you can see Isaac, currently a tropical storm, is right here. He's going to pass to the south of Miami, but those wind fields and the rain extends pretty far out from the center. It's a pretty big storm, so Miami will get hit by some of this. And then the new track actually takes it further to the west than the forecasts were yesterday. You can see this particular track from the National Hurricane Center takes it through either Alabama or Mississippi, but keep in mind, still a lot of uncertainty with this forecast, so it could still end up hitting the panhandle, the center of the storm could, or even as far into portions of Louisiana. Now, in terms of the strength, the new forecast actually intensifies it a little bit. It has it briefly as a Category 2, and then back into, of course, just a plain old center of low pressure by the time we get to next week. Initially, we were thinking maybe some of this moisture would affect our weather by the end of the week. Right now, it looks like some of the models are saying, no, that's not going to happen, and we would avoid a lot of the soaking rains once this sort of dissipates and heads towards the northeast. But a lot to iron out with this forecast. We will keep you updated. Right now, Isaac is a tropical storm, but over the next 24 to 48 hours is expected to turn into a hurricane as it taps into some of that warmer water from the Gulf of Mexico. Now, back here locally, we don't have hurricanes to worry about. This is actually a picture of Providence, but of course you can't see anything because it's so foggy. Some very dense fog out there this morning. In fact, a dense fog advisory in place until 9 a.m. You can see Newport at 2 miles of visibility, New Bedford a half a mile, Providence half a mile, and Taunton about a third of a mile of visibility. Keep in mind, though, there could be some isolated spots in between these numbers, which are much worse in terms of the visibility, so just take it easy if you're out there driving this morning. Now, on Live Pinpoint Doppler 12, we don't have any precipitation to track. If you're driving through some of the fog or the mist, you may notice some droplets on your windshield. And as we go throughout the rest of the morning, by 9 or 10 o'clock, we burn off most of the fog, and I think we'll see more sun than clouds today. Certainly, clouds will dim things at times, but I'm thinking a pretty bright day. Noontime, 81 degrees, 78 by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Currently, we are in the 60s with 61 in westerly. Again, the satellite picture relatively quiet. A few clouds and some fog overhead right now, but a lot of that expected to go away. We have winds out of the east-southeast by this afternoon. That may cool things off by just a little bit. I'm going to skip ahead to today's temperatures, and you can see upper 70s along the south shore, 78 Narragansett, 78 Charlestown. The reason the coast will be a little bit cooler will be because of those winds from the southeast. And as we get away from the bay, I'm expecting temperatures in the low 80s. You can see 81 in Woonsocket. Eastern Massachusetts temperatures also in the low 80s. A nice beach day, temperatures mid to upper 70s with more sun than clouds. And on the water, visibility once we get through this fog will be unrestricted by this afternoon waves, small in Narragansett Bay. A low tide on the way at 9:01 this morning. 7-day futurecast showing tomorrow a little bit of an increase in cloud cover. The humidity will start to increase as well tomorrow in advance of our next system, which moves through late Monday night into Tuesday with a chance of showers and storms. Wednesday, Thursday look beautiful, low humidity, relatively cool, and then next Friday and Saturday could warm things back up again. And we'll watch for any moisture that could move in here as Isaac dissipates and possibly gives us some soaking rain. But right now it looks like a lot of that will stay away, but that could change, so we'll continue to update you on that.
All right, thank you so much, Pete.
Yep.
Well, covering New England right now, a woman in Massachusetts